2, 1.
Hey everyone, I'm Super Chris from and we're excited to have you here today for the Pplpleasr NFT Raffle by ENS hosted by ETHStaker. That was a mouthful. So we have a lot of really exciting people with us here today. And I want to give you just a big overview that um, Pplpleasr is raffling some 100 NFT artwork, pieces of artwork to participants of the ENS snapshot. Um, that is the what do you call it? A quiz? It's a
The vote?
survey. The
Vote.
ENS.
Yeah, that was the way
ENS.
you entered. Right. You had to say
Yeah,
your
yeah.
reverse
The
record
ENS.
and then vote in the snapshot. Yes.
That's right. And there are 2,200 entrants in this raffle that will happen in about 26 minutes from now.
Hey,
So
I'm sorry. Someone's saying no sound. They're saying lag and quiet. Lag and no sound.
And so we will work on that, but we will continue to drive through. We have 30 minutes to get any of the technical difficulties worked out. So it's no huge deal. For people who are really just here to get a POAP, I can tell you that the Discord POAP bot is configured to give out 300 POAPs to the first claimants using the word reverse. I bet Colfax will tell you more about that later, but I know a lot of people want to dive on that first. So to get started, let me introduce participants from ETHStaker, and then I'm going to turn it over to Mikado, and he's going to introduce the other side, the Pplpleasr and ENS side.
Yeah,
So
I'm sorry. I'm just saying everybody here in the comments says they can't hear anything. Just FYI.
Yep, I'm working on it.
It says lag and no sound.
Yeah, and that's fine. We got it. We'll keep going, and it will get resolved in time. So from the ETHStaker side, we have Michael, who you know is in Vetica. He is currently doing tech work right now, so hopefully he'll get us up and running. We have Colfax. Hello, Colfax.
Hey guys.
Colfax will actually be leading this call today. I'm his co-leader. We have Lamboshi, aka Nolan.
Hello.
And joining us today, we have Logic Beach, who has been just doing some really helpful and wonderful stuff with ETHStaker and POAP lately. Glad to have you. And so from ENS, the Ethereum Name Service, and the person who will explain to us the big picture behind this call, we have Mikado.
Hey guys, and hey, yes, Puppies and ETHStaker guys, thank you so much for running the show. This is amazing. Yeah, so I'm Makoto. I'm one of the dev ENS team, and today we have from ENS team. There's a Bradley Milligan and the head of operation, yes, and Jeff Lau, who's another developer. He actually initiated this idea. So if there's one person to thank, you thank Jeff, and also from the artist known as Pplpleasr is here. I think she just came back from Miami, and also we have special help from Richard, who's helping minting the NFT. Yeah, back to you. Yes.
Sure, and so I have to give the big idea that a lot of times when we start these calls, there are technical issues that are little kinks that have to be worked out. And so we're always deciding, do we go forward with the call or do we stop where we are and wait? And so whenever this happens, we choose to go forward. And then if we discover that something is corrected or needs to be redone, then we can always catch people up. Michael, can you give us an idea what the tech status is for audio right now? Okay, good. I'm going to go ahead with the assumption that, yep, I do go ahead with the assumption that things are going to work out. We do have a POAP available for this call. That is for all of the viewers who are here today. Before Colfax talks to you about how to claim these, I want to tell you that the POAP that you're going to receive for attending this call is not the POAP that will be used in the raffle in 23 minutes. The POAP that was use for this raffle is one for people who set their ENS reverse name and participated in a survey provided by ENS. There were about 2,200 participants. So you cannot now enter.
And it'll say that I've already claimed it. But what you're going to do is you're going to type reverse, and then you're going to get a link just like this. And the first 300 people to claim this will get the viewer POAP for this call. The next step is you're going to click this claim link.
And so we have this interesting thing where it looks like the image may be wrong. We're still trying to figure out what that is. If you claim and the image is wrong, yes. How do we do that?
Oof, I don't know.
The claim codes are the wrong claim codes.
Yeah, I'm just letting you guys know. I think the stream has stopped. And now it's back. It was like back gone for like 2 minutes there, FYI. But okay.
Michael, I'm sending you what should be the correct claim codes. They do look different in the message. I sent the wrong claim codes, and that is definitely on me. So we will need to set up a new claim word. Reverse does not work. Let's do ENS as the claim word. It will take a minute for that back end to get set up, but we can get it worked out. Let me tell you, for anybody who's watching, it was a very last minute decision to say, hey, let's give everyone a POAP for showing up. And so we were chopping and dicing at the very last second to get everything up. And it looks like I copied claim codes for the wrong event and pasted them. So it's not the end of the world, but don't use the reverse code unless you just want that extra POAP, which will probably have deleted. Instead, the new claim code will be ENS, and it should be fine. So at this point, I think it might be a good time to shift to Mikado showing your slideshow. Is that great?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. So do I show my screen now?
Yes, you can share your screen. You should have access.
Okay.
Great.
Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good. So I'm gonna just present. Yeah. So we are at the voting result. So yes, we got about, I'm going to talk to, probably spend 10-15 minutes what's this whole thing about, like, because it's as a kind of giveaway, it was a bit unusual, so I'm just going to go through. And so yes, we actually got 2,560 people have basically entered for this giveaway raffle. But actually when we first started, it wasn't we weren't even sure if it was a raffle or not. Like we had Jeff suggested the idea that let's give away an NFT, and Jeff happened to know Pplpleasr, so we had a chat, and then she kindly accepted. But then we had a huge debate of like, should we give to everybody, or should be only like 3 or 10 or 100? So we thought, let's actually ask our community members to decide. So that's kind of how we kind of ended up using Snapshot, which is a popular governance tool among probably people who's into kind of DeFi are more familiar, but probably there are lots of people who never heard of it. But so if you got the chance to get a raffle, by this time you must have done this, and you must be one of the 2,160 people. And the result is like we got like 100 copies, won for like 68%. And then people might think they get, how is it different from just like comment the this one of the airdrop said like hey, just like put your ETH address, like no ENS, and then this artist got like 2,000 reply. But it's quite different. That like it was very steep onboarding learning curve. That as it's already explained, you had to first have .eth address. And second, you have to set the reverse record, which allows dApps to recognize who you are. So like if you go to somewhere like Uniswap, you see like your own ENS name on your like address field. Then you have to vote on Snapshot. And this is a result of how people are voting. So you can see the massive spike in the first, like 2-3 days. And at that time, like I think 100 was winning a bet. Then the more, and then I think it went low, and just before the end of the 1 month voting period, it got some more spike. And yeah, and so we did look. Another unusual thing is usually when you give like giveaways, usually it's a retroactive snapshot. Like I decide for this timeline, and only if you had this, you can get it. But we wanted to encourage people to set reverse record, so we set the future block time at the end of the 1 month period, so like people can still set their reverse record by ENS name and then vote. So if you then I just went through all the data, and it looks like about 600 new names were registered after we announced. So that was about 30%. And also, yeah, this reverse record is one of the, I think, most important interoperable username native to Web3, but it's not, it won't set automatically at registration. So, but like as part of this, about 64 people managed to set the reverse record, and yeah, about the same time number of people also did vote for the first time. So that was a figure, and yeah, then like if we said if it's not retroactive, you may always worry that then how people just like civil attack you. So I did actually, I'm actually the on-chain stalker. So I went through all the addresses and I checked how many transactions each person made on the Ethereum network. And out of the 2,000, about like 400 people had extremely low transaction, which either means that person is extremely new, or people kind of had a multiple address in the transfer. So this obvious example is like this person had set up everything and it transferred to georgie.eth and just set reverse record to record. That it's quite obvious this is not really active. But as far as I see, that's not a majority. So that's kind of good.
They must be willing to pay quite a bit of gas to get that.
Yeah, yeah,
that's a real commitment.
True. Yes, that's true. Yeah, that's true. And also like this 1 month, like 1 month in Ethereum world is almost like 1 year was, and during that time, like dApps kept integrating with us, and one of the big ones like Etherscan already kind of integrated so that you can look up your Ethereum names, but now they actually shows anyone who said this reverse record. So like this is like yesterday when gas was like 10 kwai, there's this vicious.eth person was like going for it. He was registering like tens of names. He actually has like 600 names. I can all see that as well. Yeah, I think the biggest holder is over 1,000. Again, we can see it as well. And also this 2,000, like I think doing this kind of snapshot governance is you might find it's easy, but like this 2,000 is actually quite a milestone. That I got this data from Fabian from Snapshot Lab. That like this is kind of ranking of total voters for each community, and apparently the biggest community in the Snapshot is a Pancake, which has over 26,000. But we are in around like top 20 with only 1 vote. So we managed to onboard lots of community members in just 1 campaign. This is quite good, like onboarding effect, I think. And I went a bit further to see of these 2,000 people. So like I mentioned, like about half the people use it for the first time, but the other half of the people have used the snapshot before. So I checked like what other project they are contributing to, and the big one I find is like Gitcoin. They actually launched a DAO just like a week ago, but they now have a massive controversial topic of Akita, and they had massive voting, and so they have about 1,500 voting, and of which 18% of people also voted to ENS. So there's a strong synergy between like ENS and NFT, and probably as you may know, Brantley just announced yesterday that like we donated over 700,000 worth of revenue, which we got through registration to Gitcoin, so that we can join into that kind of funding route league, so that we can kind of contribute back to the bigger community, Ethereum community. And the whole reason we started this NFT drop-off is so that we can be kind of close to NFT community. And many kind of hardcore .is people who put their ENS name into Twitter address, they are no longer people. They're either ape or they're like punks. They put like lots of avatars. I think Jeff has a punks. So I did check into the OpenSea top 7 highly kind of active, really traded NFTs, and I just checked like what NFTs these people owns, and the top is Art Block. 66 people out of 2,000 people own Art Block, but also Art Block has lots of owners, over 4,000. So if I just kind of divide it, then in relativity, looks like ENS people kind of like what was it? Mooncat Rescue. They tend to have more Mooncat Rescue. Is it? It's still questionable. It's because they bought it, or I think they tried to airdrop to some famous people. I think Nick got one for free, or like ENS got one free or something. But like, yeah, we love Mooncat. And but I'm going to close off then the hand over to Pplpleasr soon. But like one thing important is like so this whole campaign is how we can bring more ENS closer to NFT. And as you saw in the EtherScan example, it's quite powerful if you start seeing like some random hexadecimal trading history in suddenly ENS. And there's already some NFT platform which do that. OpenSea is the first one to support, and Non-Origin does excellent as well. And the recent while this governance voting, snapshot voting was happening, TriShowtime also supported. But there's a lots of other well-known platform which we don't support ENS. So if you own these NFT, or if you have participated in this, for example, Raffle have the voting as well. Please reach out to these platforms and encourage them to support ENS. If they need some technical help, I'm more than happy to help. I think this is it. So now, yeah, hand it over to Pplpleasr.
Cool. I'm going to probably share my screen, but also still getting messages from all kinds of people saying that the video is super lagged and audio is not really working. So I'm not really sure how this showcase is gonna go.
As frustrating as that may be, the big picture is still going to work out, as in we're still going to be able to hold the raffle and we'll still be able to mint and provide. So I think things will be okay in the long run.
Sorry, just loading up my file here. Okay. So this is what the NFT looks like. I'm just gonna scrub through the timeline because I don't know how lagged the video is, but it is animated. And the piece is sort of done in my typical toon shaded style. I have a few other pieces that are in a very similar style, so if people are familiar with my work, they will recognize this. And the basic idea is that there is a ledger here, which, and it's summer right now, which is great. And then the sort of main idea behind this piece is that there's an address being fed into the ledger, which is actually my address. So the Pplpleasr.eth one, which is the same address that I'm in all of my NFTs from. And to link it sort of with ENS, and the whole idea behind ENS is that it sort of humanizes these addresses or numbers, I guess. And so the address goes in, person comes out. Pretty straightforward, and then it's a loop. And it's entirely done in 3D. I can show my 3D screen here. Here's the scene. And then the sort of like the screen on the ledger is done in the style of what the ledger monitor looks like, kind of like pixelated, but it's also meant to be a pool. And yeah, that is the NFT.
Wow, that's beautiful. Nice job.
I love it. It's great.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Did
that's
you
great.
pick the theme because you were going to go to Miami?
Yes, I basically have summer on my mind constantly in the months of May and June. So
Nice. That's great.
I love seeing the stick figure woman in the pre-compose. That's just, it's so cool to me.
yeah, that's her skeleton or like rig, I guess you could say. And then she kind of disappears after. So.
Very nice. And so for anyone who is not totally clear, you are raffling 100 of these based on the snapshot.org vote. And that raffle will begin in about 4 minutes using poap.fun. For anybody who wants to watch it live, you can watch it here with us, or go to poap.fun/255. And then it begins in about 3 minutes. We'll watch it here with a live viewing. And we're so glad to have you with us here.
Yeah, thanks so much. In the meantime, in the last 3 minutes, I'll just quickly demo again how you can actually claim the POAP for this call. We fixed the claim code issue on the back end. So let me just share my screen quickly. I'll just go over this again.
So Pplpleasr, I think you'll want to end your screen share so that we can switch to Colfax's
There we go. I
screen
think I
share.
got
Yes.
it.
Okay, perfect.
Sweet. So as I mentioned before, you're going to want to head over to the eThStaker Discord. That's invite.gg/ETHStaker if you're not already a part of it. And you're going to take a look at the people over here on the right-hand side. If you don't see them, you can click this member list button. Scroll on down to your favorite POAP bot. It's this poap-bot. And you're going to right-click and direct message the POAP bot. So we have a new claim word. It's ENS. And I haven't claimed this one yet, so you'll see it in real time. There you go. So here's your link. You can click it or copy it. I'm going to copy it and I'm going to swing over to my other screen where I actually have the raffle, which we'll talk about in just a second. But first, I'm going to claim my POAP for the call. So once this page loads, you can use either an address or an ENS. I highly recommend using an ENS if you don't have one. You should go and get one. And this is my ENS, and I'm going to go ahead and claim the POAP. So you type it in here, and you click Claim POAP Token. Oh, failed to fetch.
What is that? Our third.
There you go.
Our third technical glitch today.
No, it takes a second sometimes. But if you click the claim button again, it should populate through. And here we go. Congratulations. So check my badges. And we have had some slowness issues in the past on the XDAI network where the POAPs are minted. But you'll see here in just a second that this should be, yeah, it's right here. Perfect. And about 1 minute until the raffle starts, I want to just talk about a couple other quick things here. I noticed on the tweet that you sent out, Makoto, I think it was, about different like NFT platforms that support ENS. It's pretty cool. POAP has some great ENS integrations as well, which I'm sure you've seen. I'll showcase a recent enhancement that we made on the raffle. So this is my collection of POAPs I've been collecting for quite a bit some time. This is the one from today's event. And this other POAP right next to it is the one that we airdropped and distributed to everybody who voted on the snapshot. And that's the one that's going to be eligible for the raffle. So you'll see here's the raffle. Again, the link is poap.fun/255. And it'll start here in about 30 seconds. As we've already mentioned, the top 100 people in the raffle will be getting their own personal mint of the NFT that Pplpleasr just demoed to us. and we will be airdropping that to you after the event sometime in the next week or so. So just sit tight. If you're on the leaderboard, top 100, I'll point that out. Watch the ENS Twitter account for the official announcement for once it's been airdropped, but that'll get sent right to you, so you shouldn't have to do anything. So
just to be clear, no further claim is required. If you are in the top 100, they will be airdropped probably when gas is most reasonable and when the contract gets set up. So you won't need to do anything else if you won.
Exactly. And you didn't need to do anything to enter in except for fill out the snapshot. We auto entered everybody in. So a couple cool things to note here. So the drawing has already started. The mechanism for picking the winner is quite cool. It's actually an elimination mechanism. So you can see we have a ton of people entered here. Note all the beautiful reverse ENSs, which I'll talk about in a second. Down here, we have our leaderboard. And what the mechanism is doing behind the scenes is slowly eliminating people based on this number that you see, the number associated with their POAP. And as you can see, all the people that have been eliminated have a common number. It's the number 3. That number is chosen by the last number in the gas limit, or the amount of gas used in the passing Ethereum blocks. So every Ethereum block that passes, this last number is looked at, and we eliminate everybody whose their POAP ID matches that number. So it's a cool way to have somewhat of randomness that actually comes directly from the Ethereum blockchain.
I just learned something. That first badge, kill knife.eth, like they have an emoji in their ENS, right?
I noticed
That's
that
pretty
too,
cool.
and it made me excited. I was like, wait a minute.
Right, yes, you can have emojis in ENS names. That's a cool thing.
Cool.
How do you have to
pretty
copy
sweet.
paste that then? Or can you use some kind of code to access it?
Yeah, I mean, you're probably, well, it depends. You know, if you're on your phone, your keyboard might have an emoji thing built into it. And I don't know, on your computer, you might be copying and pasting it. Just depends.
That is just the coolest. I want to explore that now.
You can have totally purely emoji, .eth names.
That is great. And no one will ever be able to send you anything.
Hold on, guys. I got to
But it's
go. I'm going to go
cool.
snag a few of those.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, actually, I think about a month ago, there's a service called Waya, which was kind of emoji short.
Yeah, that's what I was
service.
thinking of.
Yeah,
That's
so
what I was thinking of too.
yeah, and when that happened, interestingly, the number of like emoji registration on ENS kind of started skyrocketing as well. So people discovered the different use of ENS. Yeah,
That's my
thanks to
discovery
that
for the day.
service. Yeah.
I just need gas to fall back to 12. And
What's the gas right now?
32.
Not too bad. It's not
No.
2,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've eliminated about 1,000 people so far. So that's about half.
I'm out. I think ETH Staker is still in though.
All right, cool. Yeah, you can see the passing. So the leaderboard is fun. Everybody's on the leaderboard, so everybody can feel happy about that. But the thing is that the leaderboard ranks all the way down from 1 all the way to the very last person. So even though you're on the leaderboard, you don't necessarily win. So say, for example, Pplpleasr got 1,080th place. Unfortunately, we're not giving out prizes all the way down there, but once we hit place 100, everybody from that point forward on the leaderboard is going to win one of these NFTs.
ETH
By the
Staker
way,
just got kicked out too.
yeah, we self-eliminated Jeff, myself, and the Brownlee.
Yes.
So we're not getting it.
I didn't agree to that.
But we asked them to issue the Raffle entry poap after this event, so you can at least have my lame drawing of Pplpleasr, basically.
Sounds great. One other thing I want to call out is you see all of these ENSs here. So recently, the POAP team integrated the reverse ENS resolution into these raffles. And this is actually quite cool because this would not be possible without everybody's reverse ENS set up. which was the whole objective of this push. And so I've never seen a raffle with so many ENSs populated here on the screen, which is really exciting because you can really like see who the people are. So I'm just like super excited that so many people are sending up their ENS reverse records, and now POAP has it integrated into the raffle screen.
I just noticed that AAAAA.is. I was gonna check how many transactions that dude has made. Definitely, it was like some sort of ways to game the system. Yeah.
Let's see. We can view their
13335 East as well. Yeah.
We can view their POAP collection.
This is a perfect example of ETH as Lego building blocks. Like ENS provides name resolution, and then POAP integrates that into its system. I just love to see this scaffolding effect.
Also, that person is actually using Zappa, which is impressive.
Yeah. Zappa and Curator program.
Graph as well.
So Pplpleasr, how long have you been creating NFT art?
Since last summer.
Yeah. How did you get interested?
Actually, the infamous Blue Kirby introduced me to the world of NFTs.
And you know Blue Kirby, like in person or something?
I do now after Miami. Actually, no, he came to New York 2 weeks ago as well. So
he's a very nice dude.
So
wait, so
you
wait, hold on a second. You know him too? Does everybody know Blue Kirby in person but me? Is that what's going on here?
No, I don't think so. I had the honor of being the first person to have an in real life crypto conversation with him.
Okay.
Did you guys go to Tokyo? Wasn't it like some party for the Yarn? Blue Kirby had a party in Tokyo or something.
He wanted to, I mean, they were going to do Yearning Man, but that's when Wi-Fi hits 100,000, I think. I'm sure it'll still happen, but yeah, Yearning Man did not happen during DeFi summer. It was close to happening.
Cool. So just to call it here again, here's the historical gas blocks that we're choosing these last numbers from, and people are slowly getting eliminated.
I know we talked about this prior to the live stream, but I thought I'd bring it up here. Pplpleasr, of course, it was quite the fashion statement with the tie-dyed unisocks in your picture from Miami. Can you just tell us, like, how did you get these extremely extra rare socks, and what's the story behind it?
Yeah, totally. Well, the story is quite short. I visited the Unisop office in person probably like sometime in May last month. Yeah, and when I visited, they had these ultra rare tie-dye misprint socks that they had around the office, and they were nice enough to give me a pair. So I repped them in Miami and felt like it was an appropriate fashion choice. Also because I ran out of cute dresses to wear.
Do you know how many of these exist? Like, I've never seen any of these ones out in the wild. This is the first time I knew they existed.
Yeah, Ian LaFam, which is an engineer there, saw my story, and then he messaged me. He's like, "Oh my gosh, how did you get those tie-dye ones?" Because and then he said he was wearing one as well that same day, and I was like, matching. So apparently you need to either be on the team, or I guess just visit their office or something. I'm not really sure. You should probably ask Hayden or somebody.
Yeah, I might need to make a pilgrimage to their office in New York just for that. I mean, that's pretty hardcore.
Another thing is you could also make a 45-second animation for Uniswap's announcement, and I'm sure they'll give you one after.
Okay, so that's the other path. Okay.
You got to start work on it now for when V4 comes out, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll start working on that after I snag some emoji ENSs.
I mean, look, I'm a socks token holder. I mean, I'm very public about this on Twitter and everything, but I felt like I just sort of got like out socked, you know? Now I need to also get that.
Wow, thank you so much.
I like your little sock badge, Brantley. I'm looking at your Twitter now. I see.
Yeah. I got that from like Mike DeMarais or something. He's like the king of the he's like the socks hype man. He's the one who converted me. I was not an early socks person.
Yeah. I don't know if you know, Gitcoin has Sacks now.
Oh yeah.
Released Sacks, and we're having a Twitter hacky sack game where we pass a sack from account to account. It's I don't know, kind of fun. I'm claiming that now is the time of gas games when you can pass a token or NFT from account to account in just a fun game.
I think we have only 30 left now. 131.
Yep. So just 31 people more are going to be eliminated, and then we're going to have everybody remaining be a winner. So if you're still remaining, you have a pretty good chance.
Anyone still in from this panel?
Looking. I see some friends like DeFi Dude.
I got cut in just the last going.
James, anyone from PleasrDAO aped into this Raffle?
I mean, I'm going through the list. I recognize a few ENSs, but I haven't seen anyone from PleasrDAO in the.
I think someone.
All right, guys.
It's either you or Mariano. They try to snapshot voting from the DAO itself, but I think
they broke 100.
North is Safe doesn't support the snapshot voting, wasn't it? So you
Yeah,
guys couldn't.
It's been very fun to work with every single app we work with. We have to get on a call with the engineers to try to push their app a little further. But yeah, we were trying to do a snapshot vote, and it was a little bit arduous, but they're getting there slowly.
Yeah, when I think we first supported that North is Safe. Well, they actually made the majority of integration, and when we're just the first thing we ask is you guys to set reverse record. So you are the one of the first DAO who set the reverse record.
Yeah, we are very proud of that. And we tried to vote to enter the DAO and to be Raffle, but we were not able to, which was pretty sad. Yeah. We're probably just gonna have to go buy one on OpenSea after this.
I have a question.
Sounds good. So guys, we have our winners now. Everybody here remaining is a winner, and we have all the way up to number 100 on the leaderboard. So congratulations to everybody who won an NFT.
Oh.
So, but I mean, this still matters because somebody could get edition 1, right? Correct? Edition 2, edition 3.
Oh. Can we do that?
Is that what's happening?
That comes down to Richard. Can you put the number, because now we're doing the custom thing. We could
we can totally do a number. You can totally number them.
So this still matters, right?
Yep.
So this still does.
I'm celebrating with Loza. I don't know. I can't really see my own wine. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Telegram.eth is in there. That's interesting.
Yes, so probably should mention that these will be minted from my own contract as opposed to any sort of platform. And we have Richard here from Manifold who are creating these custom contracts for creators. If you want to do a little shill, here's your chance.
Yeah, so the interesting about this contract is that the contract will be deployed from Pplpleasr herself, and the tokens will be minted directly by her, right? And so the cool part about that is that these tokens will have the highest provenance, right? They're not coming from another platform like Nifty Gateway or Foundation. They're coming directly from Pplpleasr herself, right? And why we're excited about this is that we think that this is how artists are going to leave their imprint on NFTs in the future going forward, right?
Super cool stuff.
Can I pitch something really quick with ENS on that? So we are upgrading. We're going to be releasing a wrapper contract for all ENS names. They're going to upgrade their NFT capabilities. They're already NFTs, but they're going to upgrade the capabilities. One of them is that you will be able to set the NFT image for the .eth name. So a possible vision let's say like an artist like PplpleasrDAO, let's say has PplpleasrETH. Her NFTs could just be subdomains of that. So like if it was like ENS NFT .pplpleasr.eth, that is itself an NFT with all the properties of an NFT, but it also has the additional properties of ENS. And you can set the image, and that could be the NFT. Anyway, just an idea. It's not possible right now, but it's coming later.
Yeah, we need a backend metadata service, which I just started writing today. So I only have
Still
3
working
lines
on
of
it.
code right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds super cool though.
Very cool.
Have I missed
Richard,
all the fun?
I'm new to your service, Richard. Is that WEAR manifold.com? Is that you?
No, we are manifold.xyz. So on Twitter,
Thank
just
you.
manifold.xyz. The website is manifold.xyz. You know, so some of the other projects that we worked on was the Mad Dog Jones replicator. We did Pax Burn.art and his recent NFT Sotheby's drop called Fade, which is a completely on-chain generative NFT with where the metadata is directly built into the contract itself. And so it's dynamic and it reacts to the owner of the NFT. That's a cool part of that one.
I'm very
cool.
looking forward to learning more about your platform. It looks really awesome.
Yeah.
We'll have to
That's
talk
awesome.
after this.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe you can quickly show the screen about the site, or is it available somewhere?
Manifold.xyz.
Yeah. Well, whoever's sharing right now, maybe you can just show it on the screen, right?
Have you guys displayed the artwork? I'm late.
Yes, we did.
Oh,
It was very cool. Cool, a cool animated artwork.
No one can show Patricio. Like, let him unless he won it. Like, you know.
Where do I go to see it?
You have to wait
Patricio,
till NFTs are minted.
what's your ENS?
Poap.art.
You finished
Wait.
110, Patricio.
Oh fuck!
So close.
I really wanted it. Maybe I have to get it on the secondary market.
Yeah.
Although I want to see it first. Did any of you win?
No, there's a few familiar
No.
names in there. James Carnley, I saw.
Oh, James is a great POAP fan. I'm very glad he won.
Friend of the Staker and POAP.
Yeah. There's a 3-digit ENS name there, DEC. Just married. Pplpleasr has won. He's a great friend. DeFi Dude has won.
Oh, good
wow.
job, DeFi Dude. I knew that I should have
Nice.
registered more ENS names.
Richard, so can we actually assign the name, the number, token ID according to the ranking?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I think, now suddenly that like a token ID have the higher weight. So
great
the
idea.
higher token ID has more rarity.
I
just
think
define the market.
we should do more of this.
Wait, so who was the top winner? It's over now.
Yes.
Coinchrist.eth.
There we go.
Holy Christ.
Do you ever feel like this is a small
Coinchrist.
community until you start seeing all the names and you're like, I don't know any of these people?
Or maybe it's all fake name. They just like signed up with like 2 transactions.
Well,
They're
half of
actually-
them had previous POAPs, so no.
They're actually just all.
Oh yeah.
NFTs.
What Pope does he have? Coin Christ. I
Oh yeah,
wanna
let's
know.
open his collection.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
He's
what does
also
he have? Yeah.
he has 19 transactions. He opened his account 16 days ago.
Also,
Nice.
he doesn't have many POAPs.
No, but he is engaged.
What's it called? Coin.
Christ.
CHRIST.
Coinchrist.eth. Oh, no, sorry.
No, that's me.
Yeah. Ah, just this one. Wow.
He's got 2 bored apes.
Yeah. Actually, he has bored apes and
This
That's it.
must be someone that wasn't want to be doxed.
Yeah.
Probably just
not.
one of Mike Damaris's thousands of ENS addresses.
Well, so we've done what we came to do. We talked about the ENS reverse address set. We talked about how we use Snapshot to give people who set up their reverse ENS an opportunity to participate in the poll. And for that poll, they received a POAP, which then allowed them to participate in today's raffle. And so out of 2,100 participants in the snapshot.org survey, we have 100 winners of Pplpleasr's really incredible NFT art. And those will be airdropped by Richard from Pplpleasr in a numbered order from 1 to 100 in the next week or 2 or 3, depending, sometimes things take a while. To wrap up, I'd really just love to share that image one more time. I know that Patricio was out, and we just like to see what people are going to walk away with.
And what is the word for getting the poap of this event?
ENS. Oh, you
Okay.
missed the second technical snafu. We'll talk about that later.
I thought it was reverse, but I got it.
Yes, reverse gives my Sax Citadel. Pplpleasr, will you share your screen one more time and show us that NFT before we close?
Absolutely. So here's the NFT for anybody who missed
it's a ledger.
Yes, it is. And the screen of the ledger is meant to be sort of like a pool. It's summer themed because summer, and also I just came back from Miami. And essentially an address is being fed into the ledger here, and a person comes out, which is the entire point of ENS, right? Humanizes addresses. So
I was so close to winning.
Very like we said, if you are one of the 100 winners, you don't need to do anything. The NFT will be minted right to your account. I have to confess that I'll be looking for one on the secondary market, so please be gentle to me.
And Pplpleasr, is there an Easter egg on the string that goes into the pool? It's like the address that deployed ENS in 2017 or something?
Well, the Easter egg is that the address being fed into the ledger is my Pplpleasr.eth address. And it'll be the same address that minted the infamous X times Y equals K or any other NFT that you may not own but can admire.
Someone has listed the Raffle poap already for 0.2 ETH.
I love that drawing. I want one.
Well, you can get one. You have to send the word ENS to the poap bot.
Oh wait, that's not the same one though, because that is the call poap for today. It's not ENS poap.
I thought that's the one.
Right.
You've been flying and jet lagged. You're okay. All right. Thanks again for everyone to coming out. Thanks again for everyone for coming out. I don't speak anymore. It was great to see and meet everyone. And let's give any closing words in the next 30 seconds or so, and then we will end the stream. Michael. All right. Take care. We can go ahead and shut down.
Thanks guys.
Everyone.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks. Bye.